Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If I look like I've just woken up, it's because I have just woken up. It's 5:30 in the morning. This video is going to be a bit of an introduction into my channel. I'm going to do a bit of a day in the life. I've got a Q&A. I've got legs today, a solo leg session. So I'm going to be filming that, maybe a bit of food, and then also run you through what this channel is going to be about, the goals side of things that I'm going to be aiming towards. I've got 3 and a bit weeks until my first photo shoot of the year. I've also got a holiday this week, so I've got to manage that. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. So yeah, also as this is my first video, I watch so much YouTube. I've never ever actually said this on a video, but a couple things. Firstly, if you are new, which of course you are, please make sure that you like, subscribe. And also in the comments, let me know the sort of content that you want me to be posting, that you want to see. Thank you. Every morning I basically just weigh in. I then input this on this app called Happy Scale. Today I've got some check-in photos to do. I also then rehydrate. I've got like hydration formula, creatine, glutamine, all that sorts of stuff that I make into a bottle and then just down that. And then I just go for a walk. Simple as. I love this morning routine. It just gets me up, gets me moving. It's just easy. You want to go outside already? You want to go outside? Should we go outside? Ready? 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 Go, 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 go. She likes to wake up the neighbours in the morning. She likes to tell them that it's Lola is up. So it's now 6:38 in the morning. I boxed off a good amount of steps to start off the day, done my usual morning routine, sent over my check-in photos to my coach, and I'm now having a Yorkshire biscuit tea. I love Yorkshire tea. I don't know what it is. I'm just obsessed with it. And the biscuit brew one, if you haven't had that, you've got to give it a try. So I've had my hydration, haven't eaten yet. I don't want to eat because I'm cutting. So I've basically been on a summer cut, which has ended up going into a photo shoot prep. I was getting leaner and leaner and leaner, and I was like, why waste this opportunity of just going on holiday to actually get some good content in terms of being in shape and doing a photo shoot, something to sort of like aim towards and push towards. It's something that I always say to my clients. It's like, have a good goal. Like a holiday goal is cool, but then I like to push myself a little bit further and get like shoot lean. I think that's going to be cool. So yeah. Anyway, back to Yorkshire tea. You haven't had the biscuit brew one. The normal Yorkshire tea is absolutely fine, but actual biscuit brew, oh, so good. So good. It literally tastes like a digestive inner tea, hence the name. So yeah, I've got a holiday this week, and then in a couple weeks time, I've got my first photo shoot of the year. I'm probably not going to do any others. I don't know why I'm saying first photo shoot of the year. It's going to be my one and only photo shoot, proper photo shoot of the year. And later on, I'm going to talk about really my goal side of things of what I want to look at doing over the next year or two. But I'm going to crack off. I'm not going to crack off. I'm in Portsmouth. So I am going to crack on with some work. I like to start the day with just getting back to messages, doing some like easy admin tasks. I've got some late check-ins, you know who you are, to get back to. And then I'm going to sort out my pre-workout meal, which is going to be my first meal of the day. So I like to push my first meal back a little bit, especially when I'm cutting at the moment and dieting. I'm on less calories. I just like to have my carbohydrates or my main meals around really training, pre, and then also bed. A lot of people do it like around pre and post, which is cool. But at the moment for me, I want to be focusing on good performance pre-workout and then also helping me sleep. When you're at a lower percentage of body fat, when you are hungry, like sleep and training performance are the two probably most important things. As long as I'm getting the total amount of carbohydrates for the day, I don't really mind not having as much post-workout. I also have an intra-workout shake, but basically pre-workout, cream of rice and oats, and then pre-bed, cream of rice and oats. And I'll show you how to make that in a bit. So that is a good chunk of work ticked off. I'm now gonna make my pre-workout and also my pre-bed meal, because they're pretty much the same. Just one has berries on top and one has banana on top. When I put this on my Instagram, people either go, oh, that looks unreal, like what is that? Or they turn around to me and go, that looks like absolute dog shit. So we'll let you decide. All you need is cream of rice, salt. I like a little bit of like a sweetener, salted caramel. I'm using it at the moment by Perform. Some jumbo oats. I think they just soak up things a lot better. And then I've got a square of dark chocolate going on top of both. And then you need 2 bowls, a whisk, and then some scales. So the kettle is boiled 400 milliliters of water, or 400 grams, is the same thing. And there, ooh, a little bit over, that's fine. And then I'm going with the Perform Sticky Toffee Pudding Cream of Rice, which is my current favourite flavour. Do 70 grams. And then I'm doing 30 grams of these jumbo oats. Actually add in some salted caramel sweetener because I just like it sweet, but not too much, just a little bit of that. For flavour, I add some salt, then a whisk. So when you whisk this, you're gonna notice that it's not it still can be a little bit of a watery consistency. So what I do is I bung it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. So that's what it looks like when it comes out after 1.5 minutes. And what I do is just put the cube of dark chocolate on top and let that melt, and then I spread it over. And then when I put it in the fridge, it sets, so it becomes like a hard crust on top. And I basically just repeat exactly the same for my pre-bed one. And that is literally how they come out. So I just let them cool, but I also need to make a whey paste for both of them on top. And the whey of choice I'm gonna go for is one of them is gonna be sweet and salty popcorn, and one of them is gonna be this chocolate egg splash. It literally tastes like mini eggs. If you could smell it through this screen, somehow they got it to smell like the shells of mini eggs. I don't know how they've done it. I'm gonna do 40 grams. 40 grams in the other. I don't think I ever drink my protein anymore. I just make it into a paste. Have your whey in there. Splash of water. And then mix it. Look, something like that. You need to add a little bit more water. So the sort of consistency you're looking for is something like that. I like it quite thick, but then I also put it in the fridge as well, and then it sets even more. So I don't put it on there yet, let these cool, then they go in the fridge. And then I add these later on as well, just before I'm gonna have them. But what I do is I let these cool, right? And then put them in the fridge. And then around 30 minutes before I'm gonna eat them, I'll bung them in the freezer with the whey on top, and then add bananas, berries, whatever I'm gonna be having, and it is unreal. It's like pudding. It's like, how are you even dieting eating that? So last week I put up a poll on my Instagram, basically just saying, ask me questions, Q&A side of things for my YouTube channel. So I've made a list of quite a few of the questions that I got asked. Some are training wise, some are just lifestyle stuff. And by the way, Lola's been pestering me, so that's why she sat here. This is Lola. She's a 5-year-old miniature dachshund, a long-haired one, who doesn't like cold weather, doesn't like hot weather, doesn't like walk. I'm not even sure if she's a dog, but yeah, she's staying here. So yeah, a couple of these questions. Let's get cracking. So current goals. So right now, like I said earlier, I am prepping for a photo shoot. So in 4 weeks time, or 3 weeks, 3 and a bit weeks, I've got a holiday that I'm going on Sunday to Kos. So I'm gonna be in a Greek island enjoying some food, enjoying some downtime. It's always good to do that. But I'm also thinking about the photo shoot that I've got in a couple of weeks as well. So I'm not gonna go crazy. I don't like to do that on holidays. I have in the past, binged, felt like crap coming back, and it's just not worth it. So for me, I like to still train, get my steps in, all that sorts of stuff, but I like to have a big evening meal, a couple of drinks, that sort of stuff. So I still like to enjoy myself, but I've got a shoot in 3 and a bit weeks time. So that's gonna be the main focus and goal for now. And then after that, I'm going to be, basically, my goal is 2028, I wanna step on stage again. So 2024, I competed in men's physique. I did 3 shows. I came third, and then I didn't place in one. I put it down to slightly being ill. I lost my badge. So straight away, the judges were like, who lost their badge? I put my hand up and then they just put me to the side. I was like, brilliant. But yeah, I basically want to compete in classic. I know I need to bring up my legs. I know that's a big focus of something that I need to be working on. But yeah, so the goal is to 2028, because I'm getting married in 2027. I've got honeymoon in 2027. I've got a busy year, but I think that's going to be a great sort of improvement time to be doing that. Gain as much muscle as possible within that time. I'm going to document it. I basically want to call it a series of the road to classic. Sounds really cliche, but yeah, that's going to be my focus, and it's going to be something that I'm going to be documenting on the way. So get the shoot out of the way, then push up to sort of like classic physique and do a totally different class and stuff like that, which I'm really, really looking forward to. My coach thinks I've got a good frame for it. We'll see. Next question. What do I enjoy outside of the gym? Everything. I don't enjoy being in the gym. I fucking hate it. No, I'm joking. I like playing games. I'm a big kid. I enjoy playing on a PlayStation. I like computers. I like riding my bike. I like going out with my missus. I like spending time with her. I really enjoy that. I like going out for food when I'm not dieting. Spending time with my family. Normal, typical bloke stuff. I don't really drink a lot, so you won't see me down the pub. But I do like to go out, I do like to socialise, I do like to go to the cinema, I do like to go out for a bike ride, walk the dog, all that sorts of stuff. So yeah, that's what I like to do. What is my death row meal? It'd have to be something like a fat old burger and fries. I'm a sucker for burger and fries, or like some sort of barbecue brisket, ribs, wings, mac and cheese. Oh my God, I could just smash that all day. So yeah, it'd be like some sort of American fat old meal like that. That would be my death row meal. If I wasn't a PT, what would I be doing? I think I would be doing something creative, definitely. I couldn't see myself I say like desk job, I literally do a desk job. But I would say 100% I would definitely like to be doing something quite creative in that field, even if it is like videos, photography, something like that, I would say. So what do you do to switch off after work? Play PlayStation, watch YouTube videos, watch Netflix, lie on the sofa and mong out. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to do after work. So why did I start coaching? So basically the reason I really started coaching was my dad, really, I'd say. My dad's got me into fitness. Both my parents are ex-military, both RMP. I had a very not a strict upbringing, but I had strict parents, like both being in the military, obviously they were strict. And my dad was very regimented, he's still lean now, he's 60 something years old, 62, 63 I think. And he's got a six pack, he's lean, he likes training. And I was brought up around that, him doing marathons, him resistance training. So it's always been around me. So I sort of followed on with that and enjoyed it. I went to uni and actually studied politics and international relations, and then I didn't enjoy it. I just thought, what am I doing? And then I found my passion with fitness. Why don't I go along with this? I did sports science and then did my PT course alongside this as well. And then started working at a Pure Gym. And I sort of fell into coaching, but I just found a love for it. I really enjoy helping people. I really enjoy seeing the impact I can make on people's lives. And it is an enjoyable job. If you're fucking good at it and you care about people, you do well. Like it is definitely a rewarding job to do. So what's the best and hardest part about your job? So I run 2 businesses now. So I've got a food prep business and a coaching business. So time management is the hardest thing. And making sure that you are meant to be doing what you need to be doing, whether it be making meals, whether it be doing check-ins, whether it be making content, all this sorts of stuff. So that's the thing. And then I would say the best thing about my job is getting people a result and seeing their lives change. Like when it's a life-changing result, it's insane to see and it's incredible to be part of, especially when you get a message from someone saying like, you have changed my life. Honestly, I feel incredible. I'd say that's the best and most rewarding part of, if you can do that, if you can impact someone's life and change their life for the better, there's nothing that beats that, right? So yeah, I think that pretty much covers most of the questions and the majority of questions. What do you think, Lola? Pretty good? So it's pre-workout time. I've got my cream of rice, put some banana on top, cinnamon, a little bit of sugar-free syrup. It's been in the freezer for 30 minutes. It's literally perfect right now. And then I'm gonna have a pre-workout shake, just a pump product today and a coffee. And then we're gonna head to the gym and smash some legs. Hello, so it's me in the future. I thought I'd just run through the session that I did today at Lee Fitness. It was probably one of the hardest sessions that I did in a while. So it was a solo leg session, but I'm just gonna run you through a little bit about it and what I did. So at the moment, volume's lower, okay? I don't wanna be adding in loads and loads of volume in terms of my session because I can only recover, like I'm leaner, I'm on lower food, I'm not gonna be able to recover as much. So I started off with calves. I did 3 sets here. I do them at the start of the session. They are a weak point for me. I like to do this when I want to be fresh at the start of the session because at the end I can't be asked to do them. So yeah, 3 sets here, 10 to 15, get a nice pump on them. Then I moved on to the adductor. Again, I like to do these stabilizing movements first because then it sets me up quite nicely for a compound, which didn't work out this session today. So did 2 sets there, one top heavy, one back off. And then went into the single hamstring curl. Again, stabilizer movement. I like to get my hamstrings warm before then doing any quad work. It just helps my knees like feel better. Then I went into a heavy RDL, hit a PB here, didn't realize I picked up the 65s instead of the 60s, which I did the week before, and progressed on these pretty damn well. So I did 2 sets on the 65, and yeah, progressed on both, which was really, really good. Then I went into leg extension. The leg extension felt disgusting today. I don't know what it was, maybe lower amounts of food, but the leg extension and also the next exercise with the hack squat did feel really, really heavy. And I dropped numbers. Sometimes that happens, okay? Like I know for a fact that it's not gonna be every single week that happens, but I know that right now, in terms of being a little bit more fatigued, legs were a little bit heavy, high steps, high amounts of cardio, it's gonna happen. But went well, okay? Got a good connection with them and then moved on to the hack squat. Then in the hack squat, didn't do well whatsoever. I dropped a massive amount of reps, just felt off, hip felt a little bit funny, knees felt a little bit there. That happens. But the main thing is that I got in, ticked the box, got out. And then the next exercise or the last exercise of the session was the single leg press. Got a really good connection through here, quad, glute, yeah, and basically just burnt out my legs. And then here's a little bit of me getting naked and doing some posing. So that is my leg session wrapped up for the week, and it's going to be the last one I actually do at Lee Fitness for a little bit, just for the fact that I'm going to be going away. Obviously, I'm going to be training on holiday. I'm going to be doing a bit of legs in the hotel gym there in Greece, and I'm also going to wrap up the video here. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little bit of an insight in terms of what I'm doing goal-wise, introduction to my channel. So make sure to like, subscribe. all that sorts of jazz. And I'm aiming to be dropping a video once a week with updates, bits and bobs, knowledge bombs, all that sorts of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.